Hey, I'm Lana Garvin, a licensed therapist, multidimensional guide, and timeline architect. This space is where mental health, energy work, and soul truth come together. I help people reconnect with who they really are beneath the coping, the patterns, and the programming so they can live from alignment, not survival. If you're navigating awakening, healing old stories, or creating something new from the inside out, you're in the right place. So, let's dive in. Hey everyone, Lana here. So, today I want to talk about something that's really raw and really present. Yesterday, Charlie Kirk was shot in an event in Utah. No matter how you feel about him politically, that is a tragic event. For his family, for the people who were there, for the students in the audience, it's a lot to process. And what struck me immediately wasn't just the violence itself, but how fast it became a storyline. Within minutes, there were headlines, clips, tweets, arguments, and blame flying in every direction. And that's what I want to focus on today: how tragedy gets weaponized. Have you noticed how every time something shocking happens, it doesn't stay in its original context? It doesn't stay personal. It gets scooped up, repackaged, and blasted out as fuel for ratings, for algorithms, for influence. And the emotions it stirs up, fear, anger, sadness, those are trauma emotions. They're heavy, they're sticky, and they ripple through the collective. And once we're in those states, we're easier to manipulate. From an energetic perspective, that's not an accident. Fear and grief scatter our attention. Anger locks us into fight mode. Sadness drains our energy. And the more we sit in those states, the less sovereign we are. So the cycle looks like this: shock happens, everyone reacts, media and influencers amplify it, people polarize and take sides, and then we're exhausted until the next event drops and the cycle starts over again. Look at what's happening with the Charlie Kirk situation right now. Some people are devastated, some are fearful, some are already pointing fingers and pushing political narratives. Social media is amplifying the trauma in real time. And here's the thing: this doesn't just happen by chance. Our systems are set up to thrive on this cycle. Reaction is currency, outrage is engagement, division is profitable. But underneath that, something even bigger is happening. Humanity is in a transition point. The battlefield is no longer just land and resources, it's our perception, our attention, it's our minds. That's what I mean when I say this is a form of spiritual warfare. Because if your perception is hijacked, if your nervous system is constantly being yanked around by fear and anger, then you're not standing in your own center. So the question becomes, how do we stay human in all of this? How do we stay grounded when the world feels like one shocking headline after another? Here are a few practices that I found that I think could be really helpful, especially moving forward. First, pause before reacting. When something breaks, before you share, before you argue, before you spiral, take a breath. Ask yourself, what is the frequency here? And do I want to amplify it? Second, witness. Don't be hijacked. It's okay to feel sad, scared, or angry. Those feelings are so valid. Just don't let them become the permanent state you live in. Third, curate your intake. You don't have to consume every clip, every post, every hot take. You're allowed to step back and should daily, on the regular, especially if you notice yourself spinning or spiraling. Fourth, ground into reality. Go outside and move your body, touch the earth, be with people that you love. Presence pulls you out of the spin cycle. Fifth, choose your frequency. Joy, creativity, laughter, beauty. These aren't distractions that we should feel guilty for. They're medicine. Choosing them is an act of resistance against systems that thrive on fear. So, yes, what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday is beyond tragic. And sadly, it won't be the last shocking thing we see. But here is the truth: the real war isn't just out there, it's for our perception, our attention, and our energy. And every time you choose presence instead of panic, compassion instead of blame, sovereignty instead of division, you reclaim your power. So, my invitation to you is this: don't let the weaponization of tragedy hijack your heart. Stay awake, stay grounded, and stay sovereign. Thanks for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.